This is Millionaire Case Study, episode 65. Today is July 1st, first day of the month. It's Saturday, 2017. I just did the last episode, 64, on Monday, so this is the first time in a while that I had Millionaire Case Study in the same week. But yeah, just wanted to pop in really quick to kind of close out the week. So I talked about in 64 that one of the big things was launching clients, and so I just wanted to come in and announce that went super well. Not all of the clients are totally launched. We launched several of them. They're up, they're live, and now it's just getting the last one or two done and serving them and providing as much value as we can. So that was my big focus, and I'm feeling a little bit more in control of what's going on, of my life, getting back on track with my morning routine, so that's feeling good. And then I just also want to officially announce, now that it's July 1st, that last month, in June, yesterday, I officially hit $20,000 in revenue in a single month for the first time in my entire life. That was a big goal. In fact, I think we hit closer to 21,000, but at least cleared the 20, which was my big goal that I had sitting in front of me that I made for the month. The month before that was to make around that in new business, or 10K, I can't even remember now, 10K in new business or something, but the big goal for June was actually receive that much in revenue that comes into my bank account. And that's what happens. So we actually have contracts that extend 20,000, but actual revenue received was more than $20,000 for the month of June. And so I just want to document that right here. But I also want to, this is Millionaire Case Study. And so we know that's the journey that I'm on. That's what I'm looking to achieve. And so the point of this whole journey is to document not only these benchmarks, but how I'm feeling and where my thought process is in all of this. And so how I'm feeling is, on one side of this, it's like finally, and not just finally, it feels normal. It's like, $20,000 felt pretty damn normal. Now, I'm not paying all that to myself, obviously. Most of it's going to other people, or getting reinvested back into my business. In fact, I don't plan on paying myself any more than $3,000 to $5,000 a month in personal money for a very long time. But the part of me is like, okay, there's 20. Now how the fuck are we gonna get that to 40, to 50, to 60, to 80, to 90? Because that's what it has to get to be $1 million business. I need to get it up to $90,000 a month and do that for 12 months for it to be $1 million. And my goal has been to be a millionaire before I'm 30. Well, we're now in July 1st. So that gives us exactly 4 months between now and November 1st to make $4 million. Well, not to make $4 million. 4 months. So that gives us between now and November 1st, 4 months to make $1 million. Actually, if I'm being more exact, I think I've made close to $60,000 since my last birthday. So that would give us close to $940,000. So how I'm feeling right now is I don't have any fucking clue how I'm going to make that happen. But, and however I make it happen, I'm going to have to pierce through some invisible barrier that I have on myself or whatever, but I just have to believe that it's freaking possible. It's the last quarter, it's the last 5 minutes, I should say, in the finals at a basketball game. That's kind of what it feels like. And of course, there's the thoughts of, holy shit, am I actually going to do this? But when I even go there, I have to be like, well, shit, if I have that type of an attitude of like, is it possible, or maybe it's not possible. If I even let that sit on for more than a second, then I'm setting myself up to lose. But I'm just documenting it because that's where I'm at. I don't know how I'm going to have to make it happen, but I have to believe it's going to happen. And I know that there's something, what I feel intuitively is there's some major breakthrough up here, or in my heart, some growth I have to make. Because there's other things that I know that I'm being sloppy on, that I know I need to do better on, like my health. I stepped on the scale yesterday for the first time in over a month, because my goal is to not get a haircut or shave until I lose the weight to get to 140 pounds and make my first $1 million. And I was around 149 a little over a month ago when I stepped on the scale, and I'm now around 158. So I went the total freaking opposite direction, and that fucking sucks. It pisses me off. But at the same time, something I want to be open and transparent on is it must not piss me off enough, because for whatever reason, even though I know I'm not where I want to be, I still feel compelled to eat crap and do stuff that I know is not going to get me closer towards my goal. And so maybe that is just some clue or some thing that I have to, that's what's showing up in my life, that I have to break through and fix or turn through or just break through to make the $1 million happen too. Because I have to believe that to make it happen, I need to have intense focus and lock on the commitment I'm making to myself and take the action. It's just crazy. But I just wanted to document that's where I'm at, because my hair's getting too freaking long. People have been making a ton of comments about my beard, especially family, like, dude, you need to shave. And so I'm feeling the pressure start to build a little bit. And I need to use this pressure as making some breakthrough. Some breakthrough that I don't see it. I mean, the thought of, I'm trying to think how much money I probably have made in my entire lifetime. And the thought of me surely more than doubling all the money I've ever made in my entire life just in the next 4 months. It's like, what's going to have to happen for that to happen? What do I need to learn? Or what have I already learned that I now just need to put into practice? What experience have I gained over the last 29 and a half years that I can put into play right now to make that happen? That's where my head's at. And so, as we move here into July, what I plan to do is to get into a quiet space and just let it sit and feel what I can do to get closer. And I'm going to go for something big, I think, in July to try to increase my belief. And it's this. This just came to me as I was thinking about what I need to accomplish in July. First of all, on the kind of how I've been structuring my goals is setting a goal that stretches me but I believe is possible. And I kind of have two goals. Like, one of them is a smaller result that I just know that I can hit. I believe it pretty strongly. And then another one that stretches it, what I call like a 10x goal. For example, this last month, yeah, I see it now. So in June, my goal was to make $20,000 in new business. That was the smaller tiered goal. So that would mean if I signed a contract, even if I only got paid $1,000 now, but it was worth like $7,000, then that is considered $7,000 in new business. So the lower tier was $7,000 in new business, or $20,000 in new business, and the higher tier was receiving actually $20,000 in revenue. And I hit that. And so kind of what I have now on the lower tier for July is to do 20,000 again, where I actually receive 20,000. I just did it in June. I didn't know exactly how, and I don't know how I'm going to, I don't even know how I'm going to do 20 again, exactly. In fact, it could be quite less because of, I mean, there's some clients that their contracts are expiring in July. I'll be honest, some of these new clients I got on don't feel very solid. I don't think all of them are going to stick. So it doesn't feel totally solid to get 20,000 again in July. I'll just be totally straight up. If I just do nothing. Now, of course, I believe it can be done because I just did it. But even though I don't know how exactly it's going to happen, I also didn't know exactly how it was going to happen when I set the goal last month, and it happened. So that's the lower end. So I'm like, okay, this is possible. This can happen. Now on the high end, my goal that I just want to document, that I'm going to be putting a lot of thought on, a lot of meditation on, a lot of focus, visualization on it, and you'll get to either watch me go through it, or you'll get to see me have to come on camera and say I didn't do it, and just own it. But the mark I'm looking for July 2017 is 90 grand. Making and receiving my first $90,000 a month. Now, why am I going for 90? Because if you are making $90,000 a month, then in a year you're making $1 million. And I need to hit that to start stretching my belief that it's possible to hit it before November. And so the other reason I'm setting it now, before I'm throwing any Hail Marys on the last 3, 2, or 1 month to my birthday, the reason I want to do it now is I want to start stretching my brain of what would have to happen for me to hit 90. What would I need to do different? What would need to be done differently for me to make $90,000 this month? Right now, I don't know. But that's my goal. Just want to document it here on Millionaire Case Study. It could be a fucking bad month and I could end up with only 10. But I'm gonna set that as the target and then ask myself what actions are in my control that if I did them, it would be really hard not to hit 90, or at the very least, it would dramatically increase my chances of 90,000 happening. So that's where I'm at. this is the journey. I hope this has given you a sense of where I'm at. The beautiful thing about all this is I know one day when I hit the million, one thing that just came to me that I'm just so excited about is there's going to be somebody else, at least one other person. It would be my aim, just one person to be inspired to go after it, because you're seeing how human this process is. There's nothing flashy or special. And yet, last month, 20,000. It's a good start. But just a regular human being a year ago, just getting started in my business by myself. By the way, that's what today is. Today's my 1-year anniversary. Let me see if I can, where is it? Today's my 1-year anniversary of some major stuff. It's my 1-year anniversary that this launched, which is awesome. And last year, this time, was when I got out of solar. It was my last day doing solar. And I've been in my own businesses for a solid year. And a year ago at this time, I was making like $500 in my own business. And now I just hit 20. So it's a good improvement. So now it's time to just get focused and see what we can create here in the month of July. So I'm Calvin Wayman. Thank you so much for watching. If this is useful to you, please share with another entrepreneur. What you're seeing is the first story documenting an entrepreneur going from 0 to his first million as it's happening. Thank you so much for watching.